Okay. So, where and how do I begin? Growing up for most part of our childhood, we never really had neighbors whom we could call our childhood friends. So, Patty was by default my first playmate, friend, and from time to time, enemy. So, I got used to sharing almost everything with her, from toys to clothes, a room, and as we got older, secrets. Wink. So some might wonder how we survived all these years because if I may be so bold to say, we were somehow opposites of each other. She was always the feistier, more outgoing, adventurous, and independent one. She was active in school, she ran for student council and was even an officer in her org in college. And she was even a dean's lister. So, anyway, she ended up growing taller than me, as you can see. And people would always assume that she's the ate and I'm the bunso. But for some reason, and I will never forget this, and she will never forget this also, yun nga, I ended up making so good her classroom back when she was grade 2. I think because she had told me that someone was bullying her. I don't know what came over me, but it was so out of character for me to have mustered that much courage and confidence to barge into a classroom of grade 2 students to warn the girl who was bullying my little sister to, quote unquote, stop or else. Beware. Yun lang. That was all I could come up with at that time. So, in the past, even if there were times when she would suddenly just sound mad at me for no reason at all, and I would have no clue if I did anything wrong, I would always tell her that she's my best friend. And I don't know if you think of me as that. But I don't really care. I just want you to know that you're my best friend. Um, oh my God. So, ayun, it was always so comforting to know that I always had someone who I could run to. Ay, kabasahin mo na lang. Hirap. And who would understand me because save for the first 3 years of my life when I was an oldie child, we literally grew up together with the same set of parents. So she knew what I was going through and I knew what she was going through. So, to and yun, and when I got married last year, I didn't it didn't really sink in that it wouldn't be as easy as that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love waking up beside Whiff and now Ellie every day, but I also find myself missing the times when I could just randomly check on you if you're still awake and just make chica because I remember something funny or random kwento. Or just to check if you just couldn't sleep like me, which was most of the time for some reason. um, so if ever there was a downside to getting married, it was that Patty had to move out and now over Telegram na lang random chika. Why am I crying the whole speech? And yun, going to Dave naman, puro Patty. So I don't exactly remember when I found out that Dave existed. But to be completely honest, I was kind of apprehensive about him because, sorry, first thing I remembered thinking was parang tattoos. And sorry, haba. Ayan. And I wondered if he would stick around for long because, the stigma, bad boy, ganyan. But that was just me. But as time went by, we, Mama, Papa, and we would all be able to get to spend more time and get to know Dave more. And I'm glad we did because you turned out to be a really, really great guy. You're respectful, generous, and kind, and he always take care of Patty. And I know that Patty shared that she was kind of annoyed at first nung we started dating with and I, because she felt like I was being taken away. But honestly, when she started seeing Dave, I was kind of a little jealous naman that she was getting to go to more places with him than it was for me before. But what I have to say is I'm glad that you two found each other because I get to eat yummy butter chicken when Dave cooks. but but seriously, I know that you both make each other very very happy. So I'm super happy for you both then. And I know I should be telling Dave to take care of Patty. But she told me before na siya yung nang-away kay Dave. So Dave, please be patient with Patty na lang. I know Patty's in good hands with you. And thank you both for loving Ellie then. And let's just try to see each other on weekends. Kahit na, we're not just staring at each other the whole time, but you're there. Yeah, I can always just randomly kwento and stuff. Yeah, because I miss you. And I don't really say this. We don't say it out loud, but we don't naman. But I love you. So, formally, officially, welcome to my family, Dave. At least, ikaw lang. Kasi si Tokyo, si Ate Tokyo, parang apo na din talaga nila mama and papa. Ayun. I wish you both a lifetime full of happiness and new adventures, even more adventures. And just know that I'll always be here for you both. And love your ate forever. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you so much, our matron of honor, Dalmacia Sevilla Cobrador. And now let's move on with the